Okay, let's see if that's any better. My FPS isn't tanking. Alright, that looks, it should be good. So we're going with a Steel and a Gideon ban. These boxes gonna go in first pick the Fae, and we get the Cold and next pick picking Rev and Narvash first. This is the second match out of, I believe, it's a best of 3. I didn't catch all of the last match, but this Gideon was so huge last match, but so was Aurora. So it makes me wonder what their comp will be and what this comp shall be. Mavericks told me to practice my casting skills, so that is what I shall be doing. Comment on everything like I'm Black Tims. Looks like we're securing Aurora, unless this guy's actually gonna play her mid. So you guys are thinking about their picks. Oh, we're getting a Feng Mao. And a Decker. Doesn't look like a Wraith mid this game. Ooh, we're picking out the Faes. Looks like Froze and Ed are going to swap. Or maybe not. Oh. There's a odd chain of swapping, but it works, I guess. Hopefully my mic isn't super loud. Hopefully loud enough, though.
Of light
and restart.
In the name of the hero, seize victory.
Be interesting to see how casting works, because I've never done this before. Let's see. Does he see it? Oh, we get the pull, early pull. That should be a free Decker kill. Starting off really strong on Team NOCO. We have Faye hiding up here in the Youth Fountain, wanting to stay hidden. They lose the Decker kill and they lose the ward. Sitting on top of a ward over here, Cold. I think until looking at bush. We're going to go ahead and try and steal the blue, and Cold is going to get collapsed on over it. Narvash is back just in time. Saves Cold. Does Murdoch get out? He does not. Kill's going to go to the phase. Maverick stealing the blue. Did he steal it? Doesn't look like he did. Oh, he just smited it for health. Very smart idea. Very successful early invade into blue jungle. 3 kills and a blue buff. Gold is starting out very ahead of the enemy duo lane. Mav is going to go ahead and clear out all of the enemy blue side, it looks like. Or at least the big camps, it'll worth a lot. Dual lane looks like they're going to be playing passive for now, knowing that they probably won't win the 2v1, or the 2v2, my mistake. Be nice if I could figure out how I go to heroes. Oh, okay. That's rise, that's down. R does nothing. What does he do? Scroll wheel. Up. Maverick is fighting over here. The Grux in the jungle. Mavericks is gonna get collapsed on. He gets the Grux. Does the Feng Mao get him? Mav is breaking ankles. Mavericks is gonna go down. The Feng Mao gets the kill. He's gonna blink out from the Aurora, and he's home free. Ah, so that's how we do it. So Easy is gonna be going back to lane over here. Go over here, see what's happening. Having a little 2v2 battle over here. Decker was trying to body block, but the Obliterate from Rev's Q just has nuts tracking, I suppose. Go ahead and see what's happening in mid lane. Enemy phase is backing. Rose is gonna go ahead and deny it. Force him to stay and waste some time. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Looking a little low on health there. He's gonna back up though. The big risky fight. Ooh. Oh, and he wins the 1v1! Insane! Go back over to Mav. He's gonna go ahead and be clearing his blue jungle at this point. Does not look like he's cleared his red side yet, but doesn't really have a need to just yet. Busy. Go back over to solo lane. Ed's being a real faggot, holding minions over here with his right click.
The prime spirit has spawned.
Enemy Feng Mao appears to be farming jungle.
Too close.
It is quite odd because I believe the Grux is the jungle. No? Yes, the Grux is the jungle. Feng Mao farming over there might not be the play. He's gonna go ahead and root this guy. This poor Feng Mao just wants to farm. This Grux is massively behind right now. 7 kills, or 7 minions to Mav's 14 at this point. 2 levels down. He needs to start clearing his camps. Hopefully letting that Feng get some jungle won't put him behind too much. Ed's gonna back, and he's gonna be starting Zima's toy. Go back and look over here. It looks like D-Lock is coming mid for an easy kill on the Fae. That Obliterate is always gonna catch up with him. Single target too, so all of those are just going to destroy that Fae, especially when she's one hit. Switch back over to Mav here. Looks like he's finally going to be clearing his red. Feng Mao over here for some reason. What is he doing? Wanted to check on the Earth Spirit, I suppose, but it looks like he's going to get collapsed on for it.
Time for a break.
And we're gonna go over here, and they are going to get another blue buff away from this Grux. This Grux is already behind enough as it is. They are just hurting him even more. Now if this phase smart, she won't go down there. Don't thirst for the ward, it's not worth it!
The enemy tower is under
Does not look like she's gonna be getting out of this one.
an ally.
Even with that ult, it's not enough to protect you. Coming over here, it looks like Rux is trying to gank. Or he's going to E back into tower. He gets a pull onto Narvash. Hold is really low HP. He's getting into the AoE of those heals. Narvash is going to keep them off for now, it looks like.
The portal has spawned.
Rux is going to go ahead and back at this point, it appears. Now we have Cold back at full HP already. Expect also full HP, a little low on mana. Misses the Funk. Just tragic. Here comes our Decker, putting a ward outside of the bush and one inside of the bush. Like Cold and Expect have backs. Switch back over to Mav, clearing his blue side and getting another full buff. Easy Ed's not in his lane, as you would expect of Easy Ed. Christ, man.
I feel the heaven's fury.
This Grux still only level 5. Even after clearing some more camps, now has 20. Or, excuse me, 19 CS, but still not level 6. Not having that ultimate is just terrible. Especially as a CC hero when you need that CC for team fight engagement. Looks like a fight is about to break out over this. Let's see what's happening in here. We have it at 4,000 HP. Easy Ed and Mavericks hitting on it. We have Cold hitting it. Here comes the Feng Mao. The Aurora Wall to block them out. And Expect ends up getting it. The Aurora Wall catches 3 of them. The Aurora Root catched another.
Has slain an enemy.
Yeah, Feng Mao, he's trying to get to pick up the kill on the phase, but it does not look like he's going to get it.
Has slain an enemy.
The Feng Mao is going to go down. Full backing at this point. Team NOCO with the Prime Underling. With Prime Underling, they are more than likely going to go over to this Spirit. Attempt to take it. We have a smite of 3,000. It's a pretty easy take.
The enemy
Mav is going
is
in
under attack.
backing here. Ed is also backing. We have Cold here, level 7. 3 kills, 0 deaths, 3 assists, and 65 CS. This Murdoch isn't behind on CS, but he's definitely behind on kills and assists. That's a lot of experience and gold down, as you can see. By Cold having a completed Treasured Sword of the Kingdom. Him nowhere even near completing a first item yet. Looks like Team NOCO is going to group for the Prime Spirit at this point. We have Grux farming jungle. Looks like Expects noticed him. Perhaps he just wanted the ward. See the phase moving in. Here comes the Feng Mao as well. Prime Spirit used to smite the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit goes to NOCO. Now with Prime Spirit, they will take this dual lane tower. Decker goes down. Mavericks chasing. Bull chasing now. Here we go. Here goes Ed with his retarded Aurora Wall. Rose over here, boxing out the enemy team. Ed and Mav still pushing enemy inhibitor, it appears. This Grux is very low. Used his ult when he got into tower.
Has slain an enemy. Shaking the battlefield. Double kill. Going
Feng Mao appears to have missed his ult. Got very close to an execute on Mavericks, it appears. They're gonna come in here again and steal yet another blue buff. That's 3, perhaps even 4 blue buffs at this point that this Rux is down. Faye sitting here in mid with absolutely no mana. NOCO sees her and she's gonna run away. Use her weed trail. Give herself a little speed boost. She is going to be free at this point. NOCO did not commit to that. Easy heads over here, taking buffs meant for the mid laner, I suppose. Now at this point it looks like enemy duo lane, or rather I should say, well, I don't know the team yet, so suppose I can't say, but they have pushed out their minion wave, which might serve to disadvantage them. When you're this behind on gold, you might want to try and freeze as much as you can. That decorative ball does a lot more damage than you think it does.
I'll be just a second.
Especially the minions. This wave is definitely going to push far out now because she did that.
The enemy tower is under
Yeah, Froze running up the lane. Is he here to challenge the Murdoch? Doesn't appear like it. Just wanted to clear it? Rose is definitely pushing over here. If we go over here, or if I can figure out who to tap to, looks like they are trying to finally take down this solo lane tower. Mavericks unfortunately misses his sword. Feng Mao is going to go down. With an Arbash, it isn't very difficult to get away with tower diving. But at this point it looks like the team is going to take down this first T1 on off lane. Yeah, the enemy, the Decker Shui going back towards mid lane. Very odd behavior from the enemy team right now. Decker just throwing out her abilities, shooting at the ground. I can't move through that fucking wall for some goddamn reason. Not much is really going on at this point. Looks like NOCO is grouping over here on mid. You have Expect in mid. Going to the left, a group of Cold. Easy Head back in his lane. And Mavericks getting more and more jungle. Mavericks at level 9, while Grux is sitting at level 7, holding a steady 2-level lead on the enemy Grux. Surprisingly, Expect and Shui are the same level and have about the same build. The Decker started with a Mutant Poe, it appears. What's going on over here? It appears you didn't notice her. For half a second, I did assume that Shui was about to feed. But let's go back over here to where a fight is breaking out in the solo lane. Heavy push on solo lane for the inhib. Fortunately, I did miss that fight, but it looked like it was rather uneventful. You only got a Feng Mao out of it. Away in the prime pit. Running away at this point. It'd be hard to say if he gets out, but it looks like NOCO isn't going to chase and instead are going to commit to prime underling. It does not appear that the opposing team, Team Dusk, is going to try and contest for underling. NOCO is going to get another underling. And as we saw before, more than likely, we are going to use this underling to secure the Prime Spirit. Wei sitting in bush here. Wei has given up all hope and is just feeding at this point. Expect gets the kill. Narbash getting some kills, getting ahead, isn't the worst thing ever. And the enemy team is going to FF and forfeit their match. Really rather tragic Tragic, unfortunate ending here. It appears that the Decker very obviously lost faith in her team and decided to resort to feeding and throwing. None of the lanes have won their... None of Dusk team won their lanes. We go ahead and look at stats. Sea Cold with a 10,000 damage, Mavericks with 5,000, Rose with 7, 6, and 1. The enemy team, nobody comes anywhere close. The gap between the mid lane damage is not very far. Fortunately for everywhere else though, it is a lot. And it looks like the teams are done, so that will end this recording session.